A total of 65,000 asylum seekers have entered Croatia since the start of the refugee crisis some 10 days ago. On Friday alone, some 10,000 refugees entered the country. At the moment, the Strošinci area is being flooded with refugees, with some 2,000 of them scattered in the local woods waiting to enter Croatia. More refugees are arriving in the Tovarnik and Ilok areas. They're being transported to the Opatovac center and after getting some rest and being fed are taken to the border crossings with Hungary, Baranjsko Petrovo Selo, Terezino Polje and Botovo. Another 3,000 refugees arrived in the Opatovac refugee center from Bapska overnight. The locals and volunteers have joined forces in helping them, with volunteers arriving from across Europe and giving out food, water and warm clothing. Preparations are underway at the southernmost section of Croatia, Prevlaka, as it is believed that once the cold weather sets in, the refugees will change their route and move through Albania and Montenegro, which means that they will enter Croatia on its southern borders. All services necessary for such an operation are on high alert. Some 5,000 party members have gathered at the Dom Sportova sports arena in Zagreb, where the work of the government so far had been presented at the SDP convention, as well as outlines of the program for a possible new mandate. The SDP leader and current Prime Minister Zoran Milanovic said that the small steps policy had paid off and the country had been able to pluck itself out of the crisis. Due to such results, Milanovic said the SDP is to seek another mandate. The HDZ leaders were quick to react to the ruling party's gathering. Its senior member Željko Reiner said that after Prime Minister Zoran Milanovic caved in before the civilized Europe and had caused damage to both Croatia and the EU, today's SDP convention resembled a theatrical farce. Reiner slammed the SDP for the continual growth of the country's external debt, which now stands, as he said, at 290 billion kuna. And turning to cultural events, the Dracula play, the result of a joint effort of the Croatian Youth Theatre, the Slovene National Theatre and the Due Theatre from the Italian town of Parma, had its premiere last night in Zagreb. The play offered a somewhat shocking and provocative, as well as critical view of today's capitalism. And in sports, Croatia's bowlers are doing very well at the Bowls World Championships in Rijeka. Leo Brnić and Marino Miličević have captured the gold, while Ante Granicic managed a silver. This has been the most successful Bowls Championships for Croatia so far. And the weather, changeable inland on Sunday, predominantly cloudy in the east and at higher elevations. There may be a little rain in places, particularly in the east and in Gorski Kotar and Lika. Partly to predominantly sunny and mainly dry along the coast. Winds light to moderate northerly and northeasterly. Moderate to strong bora reaching gale force in places along the coast. Lowest temperatures between 7 and 13 degrees inland and up to 19 along the coast. Daily highs of between 13 and 18 degrees inland and up to 25 along the coast. Changeably to predominantly cloudy inland in the coming days with intermittent rain, particularly midweek. Moderate northerly and northeasterly winds expected with temperatures remaining stable. Partly to predominantly sunny along the coast in the coming days, particularly in Dalmatia. Changeable weather expected in the second half of the week with rain in places and possible showers. It will be blustery with moderate to strong and at times gale force bora.